Coach Buckley, if you could talk a little bit about the progress that you've seen in this group since you guys started individual workouts in early September.
Well, we've probably made a lot of progress with the way our bodies look physically. I think mentally we've got more of a mental toughness to us. The workouts have really been defensive oriented in terms of individual defense and team defense. So we've really put a great emphasis on that, and I think our guys have done a terrific job of buying into that. And then obviously now as our roster gets more Big Ten-like, it's much more competitive and guys are going after each other, and that's a really exciting thing to see on a daily basis.
You've talked a lot about this being in your mind, and you've stressed this, year two, because you had an opportunity the first year where you had to put together a team. And certainly in this particular campaign, you're going to get the opportunity to again face a number of difficult teams. And have you seen some of the maturity develop amongst this group of kids that you feel a lot better going into the coming season with this particular group of guys?
Well, they've been through a lot of things, and obviously that first year putting a team together was paramount so that we could play the schedule, and to have guys like Verdell Jones and Tom Pritchard that first year who are now going into their third year, I think those experiences are invaluable. And then our freshman group last year, which was a highly touted recruiting class, they had an opportunity to get right into the fire and play a lot of minutes, and I think those experiences helped them train the way that they trained this summer and prepared the way that they've prepared here this early fall.
You've spent a number of years in Indiana, and what makes Indiana maybe different from other states in terms of developing talent at the younger levels that will benefit those like Indiana University when they're able to go to college?
There's probably a ball in every crib in Indiana, and they start them at a young age, and I think they really pay a lot of attention to the fundamentals, particularly of shooting the basketball at an early age. And I just think the development of the feeder programs to the high schools, and it being such a popular sport, and it being a popular thing in the state of Indiana and here at Indiana University with the national championships and the following that we have here, makes the state of Indiana a really special place.
When you've had the opportunity to spend the last few months here in Cook Hall, and we've seen, obviously talking to a lot of the players, a number of benefits, a lot of fans who are able to come through here. Talk about the impact that you think Cook Hall is going to have on the landscape of Indiana basketball.
Well, it definitely is the best, if not one of the best, practice facilities in the country. We have an opportunity to show our history when you first walk into Legacy Court, and then we have all of the other bells and whistles that go along with these new facilities today. But I think the most important thing is the functionality of the building and the opportunity for our guys to get in here 24 hours a day and do the things that they need to do to continue to improve and get better. And as you well know, we only get X number of hours per week, whether it's the off season or it's during the season with our guys. And if you're going to become a great player and you're going to aspire to win championships, you're going to have to put in a little bit more time than what is required. And we certainly have that opportunity now here with this facility.
What have the newcomers, Victor and Will and Guy, been able to bring to this particular group? As in the past couple of years you've been integrating a lot of new guys and having to teach from the beginning, whereas now you're kind of just filling in spots in different places. So what have those kids really brought to this particular program?
Well, physically and athletically they are ready to compete at the Big Ten level. I think Victor and Will are probably two of the better athletes that you'll see this year, as freshmen in particular in our league. And I think that they've learned fundamentally what you have to do. And obviously there are certain things that you have to adjust to in the college game, and I think they'll do a good job of that because I think they're both quick studies as far as freshmen go. But I think their competitiveness comes through on a daily basis. Then you take somebody like Guy, who has the physical attributes with his size and his length, and then as far as big men go, he's as want-to a big guy as I've ever been around. And what I mean by that is he wants to get better, he wants to be pushed, he wants to be great, and I think that comes out every time he goes out there to compete.
Hoosier Hysteria kicks off this Friday, a great opportunity for fans old and young alike, to get an opportunity to take a look at the Hoosier program firsthand. What does that particular event mean to everyone inside the program?
Well, first of all, Hoosier Hysteria is 365 days a year. This is just one particular night that's set aside for that. But I think it's the opportunity for our players to get in front of the fans. It's kind of a celebration of the new year and bringing everyone together, and I think there'll be some good basketball as well as be some fun things, and I think it gives our students an opportunity to come in, be creative, get excited, and I know that our players really feel like they connect with our fans and with our student body in particular, and we're looking forward to having a great evening.
Okay, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.